Good morning, YouTube, and happy Friday the 13th, a little past 9:13 Eastern Time on this end of week. And this is Jason coming to you from the Tactical Data Desk, 25-year Air Force veteran and hobbyist trader, bringing you some free GEX structure and some GEX term structure that happened overnight. I got a new format for you today. If you like this, remember to hit the like and subscribe button. It helps me with the YouTube algorithm. And then when we get to the point where I can live stream this for you all day long so you can see what's happening in the markets behind the scenes with the market makers to make your trading easier, we can all benefit from you. There's a lot of people out there selling this information for anywhere between $100 to $300 a month. You don't need to buy it. You can get it right here. So I got some new ways to show you this today and some new information. So look at this. Today I've got the expiration horizon shifts. This is an analyzer that takes what happened Wednesday after the close and yesterday after the close and analyze volume, open interest change, and all the Greek structure changes for today's setup. And I've got quite a few tickers. We'll go through a couple. Let's look at SPX. So today's 0 DTE SPX put and call wall, the call wall rolled down 68.15 to 67.15. Expect downside in SPX and limited upside. The put wall held at 66.50. But the 0 to 1 or the 1 to 5 DTE, so this is the expirations for the next 5 days, the rolling 5 days. The call wall moved from 67.90 to 68.10, so a 20-point move, not much. But the put wall, this is big, moved from 6,700 to 6,600, down 100 points. So over the next 5 days, institutions bought so many puts below 6,700 down to around 6,600. Market makers had to sell those. Their GEX exposure is down at 6,600 now. Expect downside or a magnetism to the 6,600. Now, if we look at the monthly OPEX, the call wall is at 7,400, way up there. The put wall is at 6,600. That held, but remember, last week it was at 6,700. The quarterly is still at 6,700. That's SPX. You want to check out NDX real quick? The 0 DTE call wall held at 24.7. The put wall rolled down 50 from 24.55 to 24.500. So expect limited upside action and a little bit of downside action in NDX. Let's check the RUT. Whoops, wrong click. Let's check the RUT. The 0 DTE today rolled down 25.65 down to 25.25 on the call side, limited upside. Put wall held 24.90. 24.90 as of pre-market is your floor for the RUT. Check out Apple. The 0 DTE rolled from 265, this is the call wall, 265 to 258, limited upside today on Apple. The put wall rolled from 250 to 255. I don't know why I can't talk today. Expect a limited trading range in Apple. The 1 to 5 DTE, so this would be for next week, 265 down to 260, the put wall held. The call wall for the weekly, which would be the next week Friday only expiration, call wall went up 15, put wall stayed the same. The monthly put and call wall held, and the quarterly rolled down from 270 to 260, limited upside action. Put wall rolled down 250 to 245, expect downside in Apple. Let's check AMD. Call wall rolled down 205 to 200, put wall moved 190 to 195, expect limited trading range in AMD. And we'll check gold, this will be good. The 0 DTE call wall rolled down 475 to 471. The put wall moved up 450 to 470. So expect limited trading in GLD. We'll update, this refresh is live with market open, so we'll keep that updated. And what else do you like to trade? NVIDIA. Call wall held at 185. Put wall moved up to 182 on today's expiration. Everything else held. SPY. The 0 DTE rolled, the call wall rolled all the way down from 683 to 671, and the put wall moved 660 to 670. Everything else held. Oh, the weekly and monthly call walls rolled 715 to 685, 800 to 695. So a lot of action there. And then Tesla. 0 DTE rolled from 410 to 402, and today's put wall is 398. So there's some ways you can trade that. The way I did this yesterday with SPY, QQQ, and IWM is you look at that put wall, and if the price touches that put wall, you can sell a bull put credit spread $2 or $3, 2 or 3 points below that, and close it for 30% profit. There's a ton of different ways you can trade this. It's less stressful than trying to buy long calls or time anything. Okay, that is your horizon shifts that happened from Wednesday to Thursday after close. That sets up today's Friday day. Now let's look at some GEX term structure. This is your term structure in my flow radar. When market opens, this is my live institutional whale tape. I'm looking at the live options flow, and I'm breaking this out by the different exchanges, so I can see options flow by the market makers, options flow by the institutions, and options flow by the retail traders, and that makes a huge difference. You want to know who's buying and who's selling and what they're buying and selling at. I have some filters on here in the term structure walls. I've got 0 DTE, 1 to 5, and monthly OPEX. This is the same information that's on that shift wall, but the shift wall is telling you the change from the previous 2 days open setting up today. And this is visually showing you the term structure on a chart. So we got NDX. This is the 0 DTE put wall, 24.5, 0 DTE call wall. You could sell iron condors outside that. Probably wouldn't get much on the call side. Let's look at SPX. I got filters for the different expirations. I'll change the colors on that weekly. That yellow is hard to see, huh? So look at, we got put walls 6,700, 6,650 is another big one, and 6,600 is a huge one. Looks like we got a small one forming here at 6,550, and there's no positive gamma all the way up. You could potentially expect when we open a quick pop up and then maybe back down, but we were magnetized somewhere towards 6,650, and if it breaks below 6,650, 6,600 is the target. Let's look at this GEX exposure on Apple. We'll zoom out a little bit so you can see. We got some positive gamma above the spot price, above 257. We'll look at QQQ, zoom out a little bit. 600, 602, then the next wall, biggest wall is 595. 593, be a good put credit spread, try to sell. In this dashboard, I'm also going to redo my live order flow options tape to have down here the call flow versus the put flow, because that is phenomenal to watch. Because yesterday I was watching the option flow on SPX, and I kept seeing puts bought at the ask on, I think it was 66.65, and that's the price that we gravitated towards down all day long, but didn't go below. And so yesterday I sold some SPX credit spreads on, I think it was 66.25, 66.15. I think that was the price. I'm getting so old, guys, I can't remember. Sold a couple of those, closed those at 50%, and I think I made $200 off that. Didn't get a chance to trade futures yesterday, just super busy with my full-time job, because YouTube is not my full-time job. As you can tell, I do not have a professional setup. I don't have anything professional. That's why it sounds horrible. I look horrible. How's my hair, by the way? Just kidding. But check this out. This is your GEX term structure for today. Hope you mark that down. If not, rewind it, mark these lines. Check out a paper trade account in E-Trade, Thinkorswim, whatever. Go ahead and open up some iron condors or put credit spreads below those put walls at around 10:30, or when the price gets close and touches it, and just watch what happens and see if you feel safe putting those credit spreads on below the put walls, or open up the options chain, and you can just watch the volume at the biggest open interest. And if the volume is getting higher at that biggest open interest, that wall is getting stronger, gives you more conviction to open up a put credit spread underneath that. All right, so that's my pre-market recap for you. Let's get ready for the trading day. Remember, if you like this, like free DEX exposure, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you're doing this weekend. I can tell you what I'm doing. I got a home gym here in the basement. I got a room over there. I just bought the black mats that are 2 feet by 2 feet. So I got to install those, lay those out. Then I can put the baseboards in, move all the equipment over there, and we can do clang and bang all morning. All right, happy Friday, guys. Happy trading. This is Jason with the Tactical Data Desk. I'll talk to you later.